All right, this is the video for question number 6 for section 9.3. It gives us the dimensions of two rooms, room A and room B, and it asks which one has more carpeting and which one requires more wallpaper. So carpet is your area and wallpaper is your perimeter. So you need to find the area and perimeter of both shapes and then compare to see which one has a greater area and which one has a greater perimeter. So let's do area first. All right, so let's find the area of room A. So room A is basically two rectangles disconnected to each other. So the area of this first rectangle, we have 10 by 11, length times width. So 10 times 11 is 110, I believe. So it's 110 plus the area of this little rectangle. 6 times 4 is 24, which is then 134 feet squared. When you talk about area, it's always in square units. It's interesting. So that's the area of A. And then let's find the area of room B. So room B is a square and a half circle, a semicircle. So the square part, if I just put my finger over that part, 12 times 8 is, let's see what it is. 12 times 8 is 96. And then we have to find the area of half of the circle. And that's probably where many of you got a little stuck. I'm going to take my side paper right here. Don't forget that the area of a circle is pi r squared, right? Where r is your radius. Okay. And don't forget that your radius is also half your diameter. So we know what the diameter of this semicircle is because it's the dimension, it's the thing that goes across here. And so 12 feet is down here, so which means that this up here is also 12 feet. So the diameter is 12 feet. If the diameter is 12 feet, half of the diameter is the radius. So the radius is 6. If we plug in our value for our radius into our equation, pi r squared, we get pi times r squared, 6 squared, 6 times 6 is 36, right? So 36 times pi, which is 3.14, equals 113.04. That would be the area for the entire circle. If you only want half the circle, then we divide by 2, 56.52. So the area of this semicircle is 56.52, and when you add that to the area of the square part, it's 152.52 feet squared. So between room A and room B, which one requires more carpeting? It looks like room B. So B equals more carpet. All right. Now let's find who requires more wallpaper. So perimeter of A, right? This is fun. So we have 10 here. So let's do 10 plus 11 plus, let's do this other easy one, 11 right? And then when we get here, it gets a little funky. But if you think about it, if this whole side is 10, that means that this part and this part and this part are all 10, right? Let me highlight that to see if that helps simplify it. So this part, maybe I shouldn't have used yellow paper. I think I have a pink marker. So if this part is 10, then this part and this part and this part together all equal 10. So instead of doing like this 6 plus whatever, I can just say plus another 10. And then the only thing I'm missing is this part and this part, which is labeled 4 feet. And there's 2 of them. So that means we're going to have to add 8. Because this is 4 feet and then this is 4 feet. So if I add all of that together, I've got 10 plus 11 plus 11 plus 10 plus 8. 50. Oh, you couldn't even see that whole thing. So it's 50. This equals 50 feet. When it's perimeter, it's just your units feet. When it's area, you gotta do feet squared. Yeah. Alright, so perimeter of B. So we have 12 plus 8. And then this side is also 8, right? So plus 8. And now what you really got to do is find the perimeter of this semicircle again. So let's recall back to something that we did in our PowerPoint again. Let's find another piece of paper. So perimeter of a circle is pi times your diameter. That's it. And also, fun fact, the perimeter of a circle is called a circumference, but I just called it a perimeter in this one. So the circumference of this circle is pi times diameter. Diameter is 12, like we already discussed. So 12 times 3.14 is 37.68. But that would be the circumference of the entire circle. Don't forget, this is only half of the circle. So you have to do 37.68 divided by 2 for 18.84. So plus 18.84. If we add that, so plus 12 plus 8 plus 8, that is 46.84 feet. So looks like for wallpaper, room A needs more wallpaper. And there you go.